Hey y'all. Hello everybody. How y'all doing? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to y'all. I hope y'all can hear me pretty good. Is up under something like a tropical storm or something, child. I don't know, but it is raining. Child, you just want to sleep all day. Get warm and sleep all day. But that is impossible. Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome. Thank y'all so much for always popping in, showing your love and support. Greatly appreciate you to my beautiful Mars. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for always coming through. Greatly appreciate y'all. And to everybody else that pops in. Miss Cheryl says, good morning, everyone. Have a blessed day. Seattle is here. Hey, Seattle coming through. Miss Maria says, good afternoon, squad. It's a G thing. Join the live. It's a vibe. Tap that screen. It don't cost a thing. Subscribe, support, share, and join. Enjoy the live. Thank you, Miss Maria. She says, house rules. No CC's names. Initials only. Use nicknames for the strike happy. Use creative spelling for cursing. Over here, we agree to disagree. Respectful discourse only. All is alleged. She says, help us grow. Help us grow. Subscribe, support, $ G Strickland 8. Super chat, super sticker, share the video, and join for $2.99. If you see that hype button, hit it, hit it, hit it. Hype the video and move us up in the algorithm. Thanks. Thank you, Miss Maria. She says, Miss Cheryl, she says, hey, friend, what's shaking in Seattle? Miss Faith says, good evening, everyone. Hello, beautiful. Miss Canadian says, hello, G Squad, Mars and Chats. Hey, beautiful. Welcome. Thank you for popping in. Miss Maria says, hey, Faith, hey, friend, how you been? Miss Maria says, Canadian Queen, hey, girl, hey. Miss Helen says, good afternoon, G Squad, Mars and Chats. Hey, Miss Helen, how are you today? Stay out of that Mustang. Miss Helen says, hi, Maria, Faith, and Canadian Queen. Hi, Miss Cheryl Huff. Miss Maria says at Healing, hey, good looking, what you got cooking? We know you're doing something in there. Miss Maria Healing says, Maria coming from a doctor's appointment. Hope all is well. Hey, Miss Donna. She says, hey, y'all. Hey, girl. Hey. Miss Maria says, Donna. Hey, hey, friend. Hey, my dog. She says, good evening. Good afternoon, G Chat and Mars. We are sitting on a cool 90 in my area. Girl, we ain't got no 90 nothing, girl. We about like in our, maybe a little taste of high 60s or 70s. That's about it, child. We got some rain going on over here. Miss Helen says, I'm not a mod, but I love you. I love you too. Miss Maria says, it is dry and hot here, sunny 83. Girl, we ain't got none of that. It's raining, child. Just raining here. That's it. That's all. I hope y'all been seeing some clips of the queen out there in New York, child, doing her thing. Had a beautiful dress on, looking amazing out there. Miss Deborah don't look no 70 years old, child. Miss 70 where? Miss Deborah, stop playing with the people. Miss Maria says that my thoughts, hey, beautiful. Miss Deborah don't look no 70, child. They out there, child. They outside. They is outside. I hope everybody has had the opportunity to get over there and register for the mega TikTok on Saturday, y'all. Miss Faye says, I wish we had some rain. No, child, we got a plenty going on. It rained all last night. Still raining now. Hey, Miss George, she says, good afternoon, G Mars and Chats. Hey, beautiful, welcome. But yeah, they looking amazing out there in New York, child, doing their thing. Canavis out there, he outside, y'all. Canavis ain't never been to New York. Me either, Canavis. But he's outside, child, out there showing out. And yes, that part right there. But is there anybody in the chat that got some of that, or what is it, body elixir? I want me some of that, child. Ooh, they talk like that stuff smells amazing. Said a lot of people is moving their regular stuff out of the way for this. So I said, I gotta see what I can get into on Saturday over there on the live on the TikTok. Maybe she be having some good old deals going on or something. Miss Helen says we haven't had rain in 2.5 weeks, child. This is the most we've had in a while. Yes, it rained all night long. I just cut everything off when it's raining. Just listen to the rain. Ooh, that is some good sleep. Just be sleeping the best. But yes, y'all, make sure y'all have gotten over there and registered for the live on Saturday, child. Baby, somebody had mail over there on Facebook, child. When she sit down, she just go right on to sleep. That young lady be on the go, child. I get it. Wherever she flopped for a hot second, mail, so let me take a little nap right here. Mel said you got to get it in where you can, honey. She be sleeping, girl. I'd be like, okay, then get your sleep, honey. That's a lot of going, child. She's not like non-stop all the time. Just go, 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 go. But I need for the people to tell me, Miss Faye says it smells great. Child, I got to, child, I hope I can give me a bottle on Saturday. Well, what happened to that lady in Chicago, y'all? Why did they let that lady out of that jailhouse? What did the bang bang to the other baby mama down there, child? That don't even make no kind of sense to me. That was a very sad story. Talking about that bald headed fool held that girl in the head like a sorry son of a. You know what? Child, where's the justice at? Miss my thought says get that power nap in where you can. Yes, girl, gotta get that power nap. That's what Mel be doing. She getting her little taste of the power nap. Miss Maria says I'm putting the elixir on my list. Ooh, child. I want to put it on my list too, Miss Maria. That's the only thing I'm gonna be looking for. I hope I can get me one. Come Saturday. But yeah, so still prayers up to that young lady's family. That is so sad. They said Ramiko was the aggressor. Yeah, I heard them saying that too. That is so sad and don't make no kind of sense. Child, the mother is crying, the baby left behind. Child, like they say that boy and that girl is somewhere hiding now. What they hiding for, y'all? I don't like people that do stuff and then take off and hide. I need them to stand in it. His face says that new body butter smells so damn good. Not so damn. Ooh, girl. My thought says it's okay. Bang bang, waiting for her tail. Street justice. She brought it on herself. That's sad, y'all. Miss Maria says I want the body cream and body glow too. Ooh, Miss Maria, it ain't Christmas, baby. Miss Maria is making her list, child, and checking it twice. I ain't mad at you, child. I just want some of that body spray, that body elixir they calling it over there, child. A little taste of that. I heard people asking, man, can you get it in a bigger bottle? Man, we need it in a bigger bottle. I was like, oh, okay then. I was like, but anyway, so yeah, y'all prayers up for that there young lady's family over there, child. That's just so sad. The stuff is really real. Miss Helen says she need the body glow. Hey, Miss Sexy Diva, baby. Hey, baby of the bunch, how are you today? She says hello, G Squad in chat. Hey, girl, hey. But yes, y'all. So I caught a little bit of that old Carl Lucifer last night. Cheering. I can't listen to him. If it wasn't for Dustin and Claudia, I wouldn't have been able to swallow it. But child, they was dragging. They was dragging. That they was really dragging. He had Trish up there, y'all. I don't know why he ain't had Martell. But it seemed like he done had everybody except for Martell. Kimmy and Tuna Cat. I don't think them and D Nasty. They ain't been up there. But y'all, if I ain't mistaken, I think Claudia was laughing at Mumbles, old Trish. Claudia was laughing at her when she left off of that thing, y'all. Um, Miss Faye says time for street justice. Miss Sexy Diva says hello. Hey Maria, my sister Maud. Miss Helen says hi, Sexy Diva. Maria says Sexy Diva. Hey baby girl, my sister Maud. Miss Canadian says my friend who is an officer in Chi-Town said it's under investigation still. Okay, thank you for the update. Miss Sexy Diva says hello at Helen. Miss Faith says I got both. They smell good. Hey Miss Sonya girl, what you doing today? Miss Sexy Diva says, hello, Sonya. Maria says, Sonya, hey, shoot. Not the shoot. But yes, y'all, I look like Claudia was poking fun at Trish. Claudia asked Trish, was she a liar, child? But in the words, Trish said her and Ken is still kicking it. Ken went to go pick Xavier, whatever that little girl name is. I don't like that stuff. That is not that child's daddy. Why are you sending that dude to go pick your daughter? Trish is clumsy or some shit. I don't know what her problem is. She works my everlasting nerve. Who does that? You just, ooh, girl. Make it make sense, somebody. I don't like stuff like that. My thought says CK voice turns my stomach just to make my head hurt. Not the head hurt, girl. Ugh. But child, yeah, she was saying that her and Ken is still together. And in so many words, Ken is still in the house. Carlos asked, do everything go 50-50? Ken pays the mortgage, so she said. And everything else, she tried to handle it. She said the only thing what they really go 50-50 is with that daughter. I was like, that girl right there. You hate that dude that bad? Man, you can't get nobody else make that make somebody else be that girl's daddy. Even in death, you cannot change that. It's a fact. He's Even if he goes somewhere, he still ain't going nowhere because that's still her daddy. Oh, child. Oh, I sure hope this child don't grow up and just what she need to. They need to. All both of them. All both of them children need to put her in her place. Miss Sonya said, just relaxing on this Tuesday. All right, girl. Miss Maria says, Mama's trying to get on Marquez's nerves. Yes, she playing a dangerous game. Um, Miss Faith says you got to get the two new soaps. They smell good too. I think it's that lavender. Yeah, I heard a lot of people talking about that lavender smells really good. My thought says Trap Joan may have an insurance policy on both those stupid men. She seems to want them to fight, in my opinion, looking like a hot lizard. Oh, no one know how lizard is, y'all. Whatever come up, come out. How about that? Miss Maria says that divorce decree said Muscles was supposed to be out of that house. Well, Muscles ain't out of that house. I was told Carlos them last night, y'all. I said, well, okay then. Martell Jr. ain't about to listen. Miss Helen says, hi, Sonya. I ain't gonna listen, just gonna do what she wanna do. But that is Dr. Francis that's gonna be on the show, child. Talking with Trish. Don't really know who helped up. I ain't messing with you, my thoughts. Who suggested that? Hey, Miss Inez Martin. She says, hey. Hey, Miss All Night Beautiful. She says, hello, everyone. Hey, girl, hey. But yeah, I don't know who idea it was, but it was the way Carlos was saying it was like, a lot of people came and was letting her know in so many words, you need to talk to somebody. So they're gonna have old Dr. Francis back up over yonder, child. Gonna have Dr. Francis. I said, well, okay then. All right, Dr. Francis, child. Let's see what Dr. Francis is gonna do. They said it's gonna be a very powerful scene and all of that there, but the girl really do need somebody to talk to, just somebody. I don't know who, but somebody. Miss Science says Melody will have a rose soap with rose petals on the next Mega Live, I believe, on the 20th. Yeah, it's gonna be this coming up Saturday. Miss Helen says my daughter lives right across the street from dealers, and I'm about to bust the door down. Not to bust the door down, baby. My thought says Dr. Francis gonna need a therapist dealing with that idiot, dealing with them idiots. The therapist gonna need a therapist. Okay then. Miss Marissa says something like, hey beautiful, we've missed you. We sure did. I seen her pop in one day. She might have been at work, I'm not for sure. But yeah, child. So that is gonna be Dr. Francis, child. But for the good people down there, Claudia and Dustin don't be playing with Martell Holt, child. But for the good people down there, I needs to know why Carlos don't never elaborate. He don't say word one. He sits there with his face just as straight. Like you bitches still really going in on Martell? That's the way he be looking. Well, Claudia wanted Carlos to know that Martell Holt was a narc. She said a narcissist. That's what Claudia said, girl. I said, well, go ahead on, Claudia. Call her my girl. That's what Claudia said. She said Martell Holt's a whole narcissist. My son Knight says, I miss y'all at work. Yes, child. We glad you pop in when you can. Well, yeah, they don't call him a whole narc child, just a whole clown. And then the next word was, they wanted to ask Carlos for King, did we miss something? He was sitting there looking stupid in the face again. I say it again, Claudia. Did we miss something? Was there a proposal? Is he engaged? Was there a show of an official engagement or something? Miss Sonya says, hi, it sound like Miss Maria said, don't nobody want to hear no excuses out of secret squirrel. Oop, not the secret squirrel. Miss Sexy Diva says, tap that like button, please, and thank you. Thank you, Miss Sexy Diva. But yeah, so Claudia and Dustin up there trying to find out when was this here engagement. When did this take place, Chaka? We ain't seen it. I ain't seen it either. I said, well, call him out, Claudia and Dustin. I'm still trying to figure this out. Claudia said, well, he said his fiance. No, Claudia. What I saw Marceau throw that in on him. He said, I got to pick the football up and run with it. So that's what I think Martell did. Because Martell say his girl. And that's what he called her. But then Marcel, I said, oh, I'm proud of Marcel for doing that, child. Go ahead and make it official, boy. Can you wait? Y'all, maybe we need to take up $2 and something and come up with them some kind of bootleg wedding or something, child. We just pay for it, child. $2 from everybody, child. We might have a little something. I think somebody down here can marry them their clowns. My thought says he sure is of the one on the highest level. Yes, Miss Maria says, do they still make ring pops? Yeah, we're gonna take up $2, y'all. We're gonna buy a ring pop. We're gonna let Miss Maria marry them, child. Just get them on out the way. Go on now, go somewhere. We don't care where you go. But yes, Carlos said that there was no nothing on the show about that, and he don't want to talk and say nothing, y'all. When it comes to Martell Holt, he just sit there looking like a fool, a whole fool. Um, Miss Maria says I ain't throwing good money out the bat. Child, it was just terrible. But yeah, Claudia asked him, and told him, and then after they get finished talking and dragging Martell, Carlos go with that stupid laugh. But the whole while they be dragging him, he's sitting there with a straight face and won't say nothing. He don't answer no questions. I said, what is really going on? Child, I already told y'all this mess is so deep and dark, child. Do he got just stuff on everybody? Everybody. Didn't nobody get nothing on him? Child, I cannot. I cannot. My thought is I think AC was trying to tell us something when she asked, could colon cancer be karma? She said we don't know all they've been through. Do one of them have colon cancer? He does look sick. Ooh, I didn't hear that, my thoughts. Girl, I ain't hear that. I'm gonna have to go back and hear the replay. Sound right to me. Miss Facer, you can get a ring pop at the Dollar Tree. We're gonna need about two of them. Dollar Tree and stuff ain't a dollar no more, so we probably looking at right at maybe $2.75, $3 right there at the most. So we got to get two. I didn't hear her say nothing about no colon cancer. Sure, both of them look sick to me. My thoughts, if you want to tell the truth about it, that both of them look like something is wrong with them. Still running around acting like a whole fool. Child, they said Martell don't want to take no accountability, and we know that for nothing. That's what they said, child. Carlos still ain't saying that. Miss Maria says, I don't believe nothing about an illness out of none of them liars. Come on through, Kimmy, with the cancer. No, I don't even believe that. I don't believe it, y'all. Mm-mm. You had it. That was your storyline for a little taste of a minute. And then we heard another word about it. Anybody can cut their hair. They don't even really have to cut their hair. They can do something else, put like some slick cap or some mess on or something. Child, I don't know. Hey, Miss Deborah. Miss Sensitivity says Dusty Dan his boo too. Shall we? I done told y'all. Miss Face says 5 in a bag, Miss Maria. We got that. We got that already. Miss Deborah says, hello, Maria. Yes, child. But yeah, he won't say nothing. But he did answer that question. Child, let me tell y'all too. Dustin told Carl Lucifer King at the reunion to hook all them bastards up to a lie detector. Child, I said, oh wait. Carlos come back with that talking about it's gonna be 90 minutes per person. So he don't see that happening. He said, Martell, Maurice, Marceau, Tuna Cat, and Side Hen, Kimmy. Hook them all up to the lie detective. I said, come on through, Dustin. You better come on through. But Carlos shut it down with the 90 minutes. You ain't got to do them all on the reunion. You can get there, have them do it throughout this here, whatever they got going on. Just have them to film it and read the results on the reunion. Or whatever y'all calling that mess. I don't know what they calling that shit. My thoughts is she did not say they were sick, just my thoughts. Oh. No, we saying that they look sick, my thoughts. But I didn't hear her say anything about colon cancer whenever I was listening. to that heifer. The Gap Band. Maria says they can go to Steve Wilkos for free. Oop, not the Steve Wilkos. Is Steve Wilkos still on? Steve Even Travel. Oop. Child, I cannot with y'all. Miss My Thought says, I just want to know if they really, I just want to know if he really that baby Pappy, Popo, who that child? Well, my thoughts, it don't matter. He said if it is, it is. If it ain't, it's still his. So we're gonna remember that. We're gonna have to keep on running with that one. When the little boy was little, he did look like Colbert, but now he don't look like neither one of them to me for what I seen. Yes, he's still on. Ooh, child. Miss Sensitive said the bird poop popped out. G. No, my thoughts were talking about from the other that Sunday when she popped out. Something about some colon cancer. I ain't hear nothing about that. I did hear her say that they had been through a lot of stuff or something. You brought it on yourself, but Martell said that ain't no cancer, no karma. Miss Maria says, but he was so concerned about Sugar Mom. Yes, he was really concerned. That was just to aggravate Mel, work her nerves. Y'all remember that boy came out and said, I'm the pappy. So that they went quiet on the set, child. I don't know. We don't know who that boy pappy is, because they said she got cheat up here, I need her too. I said, well, everybody cheat. I just want to know if Carlos gonna get these people here that gonna lie detector test. Child, he looked like he was about to pass out when Dustin said that. I guess he said he didn't know the words that were coming out of his mouth. But yeah, Dustin and I think they be texting him before they go live when they talking about certain ones. But and I guess maybe, thank you, Miss Maria, he probably tell Dustin, don't go so hard on Martell. Dustin might know what the real deal is between him and Martell. I'm just saying. My thought says if he said that he knows the answer already, too shame to have been such a fool. Such a fool. I don't know. They could have been named that little boy Maverick after the real Pappy child for all we know. Miss Maria says, hey, Bush Campbells, I'm going to need 25 of y'all to pop out and tap the screen. Thanks. Lord, y'all do that to us every day, don't you? Y'all just do it. Y'all just some sad bunch of Bush Campbells. Just pathetic. How about that? You don't like what I just said, then if you think I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you, then leave. How about that? Free yourself. Child, I cannot with these here people, child. I just cannot, child. But yeah, so it looks like that's gonna be a no for the lie detective test, which is really needed and all of that. And Miss Ceci Davis says, tap that darn like button, child. Please and thank y'all. But yeah, that was a whole hot mess. But yes, I'm very concerned about why he haven't had Martell up there yet. He probably see that Dustin's disdain and Claudia for Martell, child. They are dragging for Phil, child. Martell already told him, you can get somebody else to do that. I'm not getting on your little damn podcast. No, I will not be getting on your little podcast. But child, that was about the gist of all of that right there, child. Trish is just, I don't get it with that chick. I hope Dr. Francis is able to break some barriers down for her or something, child, or do something. But at this point, I'm like everybody else. I think she just feeling herself that she got these two men look like they tussling over her ugly ass. I said it. That part right there. Just a whole hot mess. I said, okay, then. But I was so glad for Carlos to get on off on that thing last night. He always call himself saving the best for last when it come down there to that there love and marriage Huntsville. Oh, y'all, let me tell y'all this too. He was Martell Holt is so mad, y'all. He was tooting Marceau's horn for being on that show with that there Miss S.D. Don't you get started down there for that their child Tuna Cats and Marceau. They thought that was the best part whenever he went to the nail spa with her and all of that. And she's a combination of Tuna Cat and Marceau and all of that. And Carlos said she gonna be back up there again, child. I said, well, now ain't that mighty strange? How you didn't want your cousin on the show, but you got your daughter up there on the show? They have to drag her ass for Phil. All that mess you and your mama did to people. Drag her ass. I don't care. That's what they need to do. Tell my her cousin wasn't ready for the show. Carlos told your ass you weren't ready either. About to dismiss you. Child, that child ain't nothing to be looking at on no TV. Don't put that little girl back up down that damn TV no more. Nobody don't want to see her. She boring too. She's got a nasty, 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 nasty ass attitude. To be a little girl. Ooh, she's nasty. Ooh, child, I could. Ooh, child. Couldn't be my child. But yeah, I know Martell Holt is mad about that child. He could have been making that, same appearances with his kids up there on the show and stuff, but he wants to be in so much control. But yeah, they was up there tooting Marcel's horn behind that right there, child. I said, Lord, who, child? Miss Canadian says, I refuse to watch anything CK is involved in. Child, well, you don't have to tune in. It's just the clips that people be showing up there, and people on other channels might be talking about it and something like that. My thought says, them people don't want to be in the present, be in his presence. He may as well go on to the islands of Patmos by hotel. Uh, And everybody talking about how he was begging Marceau to be his friend again, like a little kid, just a begging and begging. I was like, Lord, but the main thing that was, he don't like to take accountability for nothing. So that's how Martell is. It is what it is. But I know, and I hope y'all have been seeing, but some of these CCs is trying to crack the Martell and the D Nasty case, child. I already done told y'all that girl said that her daddy dated Marlene. That's right. Her daddy dated Marlene. That girl and Martell go so far back, child. It's pathetic. What I need to do, what I need to find out, I'm gonna see if he gonna answer me. I'm gonna go over there in LV's. I'm gonna hit him up in the DM, and I'm gonna ask him, how did you meet Destiny? See, that's a major key factor. How did LB meet Destiny? Did Martell introduce you to her? How did you meet her? I needs to know this. If I can figure that out, child, I might can run on with what I'm thinking. Miss Faith says, G, did you see the 16-year-old girl on a live? Her mom? What was that at, Miss Faith? Maria says, she sure did, but I wonder. Hey, Miss Gail, she said, hey, everyone. Hey, Miss Mary, she says, good morning, Miss G, in chat from Cali. Come on through California. But yes, y'all, that's a big major key point. Where did Destiny come from? How did LeBaric meet this heifer? Ariane, baby, Destiny been in the picture for a long time, honey. Child, Martell don't got them there two hoes over there catering to him, child. That's what I think. Martell got them two catering to him. Because see what he couldn't get the queen to do, a D nasty. Yeah, nasty and nasty gonna do it. Ugh. Why y'all think that girl always involved in every female that Martell ever came in contact with? Make that make sense to the people. My thought says we said they were bumping and humping a long time ago in this chat. That's not a new thought over here. No, it's not. But see, there's something deep and dark with them too. It's just, I just feel it, y'all. Like there is something with them. And y'all remember whenever she had that picnic thing? Y'all remember Martell told that heifer, don't make me tell what we've been doing. Y'all hear that? I know I wasn't the only one that heard him say that too. She shut up too. Miss Maria says, at Mary, how's it going in Cali? She says, speaking of nasty, what Nesto doing? Girl, I seen nothing else a nasty Nesto. I'm going ahead and tell y'all that last time I was talking about Nesto and Sonya, and when I seen Sonya and her whole body matched, I mean, everything was just straight. That girl, she didn't look right. She looked like Olive Oil off of Diamond Popeyes. I said, what is wrong with her? She looked real, real bad, child. Ooh. She looked like a walking corpse. She is that little. I said, something is really, really wrong with her. Miss Gail says, hey, Maria, how you doing? Miss Faith, why did the 16-year-old unalive her mother? But yeah, y'all, it's a lot of people getting to talking about it, and then they need to put it on their thumbnail because that girl, not Olive, yes, Miss Maria, Miss Faith says yes, but yeah, the people need to put it out there, make them nervous, shake them up a little bit. You know, Mel felt something. Your gut intuition, Mel felt it. It's like she cut her ass off. All of them want nothing but a bunch of bag of leeches. And everybody that's been on that show, every one of them people, y'all, that's been on that show was introduced by Martell Holt. She ain't know none of these people. Miss Mary says Trish is messy and she likes confusion and toxicity. Pay attention. It's her. Yeah, it is her. It's her. What sneaky self? She's sneaky too. They asked her about the Martell situation, and she was talking about she wasn't used to reality TV, and she didn't know what she was not supposed to say, and all that is. Just tell the truth. Claudia said it is reality, ain't it, John? I said Claudia ain't come to play with that girl. Claudia didn't come to play with her. And Claudia knew she was still lying too. Miss Faye said, "Don't know." Miss Maria says, "At Marty, yep, Mumbles is messy boots. Yes, she is. She is. Martell done broke her down too. Look at her. Look how she ended up on the show. Dealing with Martell, Destiny, Belinda. What was that other girl name? The one that was planning the wedding. Melnica. Martell been messing with all them girls. All of them. Every last one of them. Melnica said the kitchen got too tight in my heart. She said, let me roll up out of here. I ain't about to be fooling with you, Martell. And they be doing some of that illegal stuff, allegedly. Allegedly. Mm-hmm. Child, I'm so glad that Mel changed her name because allegedly. D Nasty and Cold Slaw too probably was putting writing the name on some ish. I'm just saying, my thoughts only. Now, ain't no telling what he got them into. And how deep it is, but it's gonna come out, child. It's going to fall out. It's gonna fall out maybe accidentally. I'll say that. My thought says, he said it, and he said that little boy looked like him. He said that to let the people know he don't sink it. Hotel hold things to use against people later if he needs to blackmail them. Blackmailing bastard. Miss Cassidy says funky feet bend that Hope lady over. Miss Maria says, did Belinda ever get married? Nope. She ain't married nobody. She got in an entanglement with Martell Holt because Martell thought that, well, Martell saw Belinda had some money. Y'all remember what it did to her with that land and some ish. But yeah, and then Martell was trying to tell behind every man some show Belinda was trying to do. Martell was in the mix of that too, but he was behind the scene. Miss Mary says, Maria, it's going good here in Cali, getting ready to go to noon prayer. God is good. Yes, ma'am, he sure is all the time. So keep us in prayers, please and thank you. My thought says people are avoiding him now because a simple conversation with him may turn into a lie with the man. That man is awful. Awful does not even describe him. But child, when Claudia called him out last night and just said he's a narcissist, child, I reckon Carlos said that damn word again. Miss Maria says behind every man was Mel's other job. Well, it was something not Mel Nika, but Linda was trying to do with a TV. Narc name is radioactive. It was something that she was talking about. She was getting ready to start up, and I think Martell had done lied to the girl and told her he gonna get Carlos involved and all of that ish. But you can trust and best believe, child. And one thing about it, when Martell interacts with them females, D Nasty interacts. When Martell leaves, D Nasty leaves. Y'all follow the pattern. Dear future wifey, thank you, Miss Maria. That's what it was. Martell had done lied to her about being her getting at their show. D Nasty was supposed to even be on the show. Y'all remember when Sheba Sheree don't pay had that party and they said D Nasty caught a ride down there to Atlanta. Martell, why you leave that girl? Why did you leave that girl? You knew she was gonna pop up. Child, these two right here, they luck gonna run out in a few minutes, y'all. Martell and Destiny's luck is going to run out. They're gonna be telling about the plot and everything. Look at when Martell's marriage started to fail. D Nasty was behind it. They're gonna hurl the back. Busted up. Child, this mess is no coincidence, y'all. It is not a coincidence. Miss Canadian said, dear future husband. Yes. But yeah, this stuff ain't no coincidence with them. They just right now think they laughing in somebody's face and all they want to do is hurt people. Hurt people, hurt people. And that's what these two are doing. They didn't want Mel nor LB. They just wanted the money. And Martell, how you think you was gonna be having two women, a wife and another woman and some more women, and you ain't got nothing but a little pickle? What you doing with them? You should be embarrassed to bring that mess out, sitting there with all them damn muscles and ain't got nothing down there where it counts. Sorry, mofo you. Miss Maria says, wasn't discreet saying destitute was borrowing Belinda's clothes and stuff? Mm-hmm. Sure did. Sure did, Miss Maria. That's what it was. But now, why come she can walk away from Belinda and leave her alone? Belinda had some money. She had a lot of kids, but she was getting some money from somewhere. She has some money. Why you can walk away from her and leave her alone, but you can't let Mel go? Child, why they so obsessed with this one person, y'all? And why we ain't heard nothing about the courts from the other day from Monday, child? It's quiet on the set on the streets with that right there. Ain't heard not word one. Nothing. What is going on? My thought says he may as well marry both of them and let them be sister wives. Move to Utah and live off the land. Not the land. He should marry both of them. He's got them two up under his spell, a deep spell. I'll be wondering sometimes, how do people get in people's head and stuff like that? Um, um, Hotcakes and mayo, my Miss Salt and Light. Maria says probably because Belinda ain't a turn the other cheek type. Ooh, not the turn other cheek type. Mm. Child, that makes me wonder. But Mel was a little late. Um, or was she late? I don't know, but they did. That's what they said that her and Hotcakes had court on Monday, and it's been quiet on the set. I ain't seen it nowhere. I ain't seen nobody say nothing about it. So was it on Monday? Child, I don't know. Mm-mm. Maria says that my thoughts, they ain't got no resources to even move to Utah. Child, only thing Martell and D Nasty got is court postponements, um bankruptcies. They thought they had planned it all out. They really did, y'all. They thought they had laid the plan out as far as Mel and Martell go. Destiny and Martell has always been in cahoots with each other. Always, always. Even when they was married. Y'all can't tell me they didn't find a way. They might have went down the dirt path and not boots. I'm just saying. My thought says Slow and Dusty both have that crazy look in their eyes. He crazy as hell. Crazy nose crazy. Oh my God. Yes, crazy nose crazy. But see, even that cold hen, she didn't even know how deep the Martell and Destiny run. Y'all remember when she asked him why was Destiny crying when he was supposed to be locked up in the psych evaluation place? She said, "What's she crying over you for?" Martell ain't do nothing but yell at that little girl and told her to go sit down somewhere. Don't ask me no more questions. My thought says I'm going to the bushes now. I have to drive. All right, be safe out there. Miss Maria said between the three of them, they ain't got sense enough to come in out of the rain. Mm. All of these people got some mental illness. I wouldn't even put it past them knowing each other from like middle school or something. Cause y'all know the story keep changing. Destiny keep changing the story so many times. How she met Martell. How did you really, really, really meet Martell? They somebody that knows these two. Somebody out there knows these two and how long they've been messing around with each other. I wouldn't even put it past. They might not even. They may secretly be married somewhere. Martell and Destiny Child. I don't put it past these two. Maria says that my thoughts, safe travels. Yes, be safe out there. I think Miss Marlene might be able to tell us something. But yeah, I'm gonna go over there in LB's inbox. Hey, Miss Loyce. She said hi. Miss Mary said CK was trying hard to avoid that lie detector. Yes, they can do the test and get the answers on the reunion. That's what I just said, Miss Mary. CK don't want that to happen because he knows they're all lies. Liar, liar. Yeah, you know they all ain't nothing but a bunch of crooks and liars. He know what he got on that show. I don't even know why he be talking about that show because he know Dustin and Claudia gonna drag him. I'm so glad Claudia got the opportunity to drag Martell before she left, though. I really am. That part right there. I miss some real says that Lossy, hey girl, hey. Just 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 sad how they came into those people's lives. That's why I tell y'all gotta be careful out there meeting these people, child. You never know who. They be plotting and everything, child. But it could have been worse. They could have took them both out. I'm just saying, child, because these two people right here, they just crazy to me. And then they brought that little bird in. You know, D Nasty older than she is. She looking at her like I'm your big sister. We sister wives. You heard what he said. Go do it. Child, I don't want to know. How deep it goes, child. I just know it's a deep bunch of deep ish out there, child, with them there folk. Um, Weather Girl. My Miss Something like said, don't forget Weather Girl. Who the heck is Weather Girl? My Miss Something like I forgot who Weather Girl was. Y'all, who is Weather Girl? We the people want to know. But yeah, all of that's going cloudy at G. Oh, okay. Oh, you talking about that big girl? Okay. But yeah, it's just it's a lot, child. Somebody gonna one of them gonna piss the other off and they gonna let it flow. If not them, I'm gonna put my 25 cents on Marcel. Cause Marcel knows a lot too. Marcel Maurice knows a lot too. So that makes you wonder, well, why is y'all let Martell run a muck on y'all when y'all know stuff on him as well, especially when it pertains to Destiny? Watch one of them bust out and say, even when Mel, well, you was married to Mel, you was still messing with Destiny. Watch what I tell y'all. It's gonna come out. It's gonna fall right on out, child. And yesterday when we was talking about Clarissa and Papoose over there on Tamara child, they said they were dragging Tamara home for Phil. Because how you gonna have somebody that's not even married on your show? I said, Lord have mercy, the people already done cracked down on that already, child. I don't know what Tamara had to say because I ain't heard her say nothing, child. But yes, child, people didn't like that right there. Said she was condoning it. I said, okay then. But yeah, that do make sense. I don't know why Tamara would do that, but yeah, she had them up there on that show, grinning and carrying on. Maybe they know something that we don't know, y'all. They don't tell us everything out here on this YouTube streets, child. The people don't be telling us everything they be doing. We just sometimes get bits and pieces of it. Miss Maria says, I think the thing that keeps the Scott boys quiet is that they can't bust not without busting themselves. Mm. What Tuna Cat say that day on that stage? How do you know? Was you there? Old Marty said, yeah, I was there. Shut up, Tuna Cat. Marcel said, shut the fuck up. Do what Marcel said. Marcel cussed that girl that day on that stage, child. I only think the producers and them was prepared for what came out Marcel mouth. Marcel told me leave him alone. Stop asking questions, girl. You ain't ready for it. That's the problem, child. The people always be wanting to know something, but they're not prepared for the answer. They don't be prepared. They think they are. Then when they find out, they about to bust the heart wide up. But yeah, there's so much other stuff that they can be talking about and doing and stuff. And that's not gonna people ain't gonna be watching that crazy show of the people's coming out talking about, it's just the same old, same old. Why you got that child on this show, girl? Why? Miss Maria says when he said, yeah, Tuna's wild face crack. Oh, whole face crack. I was cackling. I was too. That was the best reunion they ever had. You want to know the truth about it. That right there was pow, 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 pow. Yes, that when Mel was pregnant with Sugar Mama. Keep on running that mouth, Tuna Cat. Keep on running your mouth. That girl she know that dude cheating on her. She just want to be married, y'all. God bless her soul. She just want to be married. She don't want to be like, I guess, following her mother footsteps or whatever, child. Well, her mama still married, ain't she? She got a boyfriend and a husband. I don't know if she even got a husband, child. I'm not too sure about that. I'm really not sure. Not too sure on that right there. Miss Maria says he actually looked at her like you really asking me. That's what he did. And Mel was over there laughing, child, saying, you better shut up. You can be running off this stage crying. Everybody out there talking and nobody ain't saying nothing. And Marceau being mean to me. Girl, if you don't grow up to your age, Marceau being mean to me. Girl, ooh. But your mom was supposed to be so bad. Why she didn't come out and check Marceau? Why she didn't come out and say nothing about that? Child, we ain't never heard a word about that. It was quiet on the set. Miss Maria says Unc done planted that so-called husband and boyfriend in that backyard. Don't want to talk about stuff they need to be talking about, stuff that needs to be addressed. They don't talk about it. But she up there on her YouTube talking about they built all of these stuff and built all of that. Why y'all don't talk about that? Nobody wants to see that little girl up there. Child, when people get to dragging that little girl, when they gets to going at her. But Carlos them did say last night. Carlos said that little girl knows some things. She just don't say a lot, but that little girl knows some things about her pappy out there on the streets. Yes, now Carlos holding stuff over all of the people's head. All of them. They don't let him in. He know a whole lot of stuff. I cannot with them people, child. But yeah, I hope this is the last one. I hope the rating go back down again and again and again and again. How low do they need to go, y'all? Because I ain't on it. When are we gonna see the cancellation of the myth? That's what they get. But if this show canceled, child, we're gonna have a whole beast on. Somebody gonna have a beast of Martell on their hand. Carlos, you making enough money over there to support Martell and Colbert and that there little boy and that little girl and all of that stuff. You making enough money over there on the podcast, Carlos, for all of this here? That show canceled. That's what you gonna have to end up doing. You gonna be stuck with Martell Holt like he stuck with that bird. Child, can y'all imagine being stuck with that bird that ain't got no job, walking around looking like the Gap Band now? Ooh, she used to be. Oh, I'm that. Ooh, she used to think she was the ish boy. That girl fell out here on that internet street. That joker hard, child, to let the people know I'm that girl. Let us see you say that stuff now. Child, you be quiet on the set now with your mouth, with the way your mouth is looking. When the show tanks, they gonna blame Mel, the CCs, and us. Of course they will. They ain't got nobody else left to blame. Child, and she ain't even on that show. Just gone. They just sitting back and watching her from the sideline. I know Coleslaw said she was just in damn it Paris. Now she in damn New York. She just everywhere, doing all these things, all of these things. Why didn't you stay married to that lady? How could you have let this happen? He asking her what? Well, why'd you come out here running your damn mouth? Nobody didn't need to know about you, where you came from. Ooh, child, this just a whole mess with these people, child. But we're gonna see what the end gonna be. I can already go ahead and tell y'all it's not gonna be nice. Some of these folks gonna really end up in a mental institution for real. They really is, especially the ones that ain't got no job. And the show is the only thing they had. Look at how Maurice made Kimmy quit her nursing. All that control and power over the women's for what? Y'all don't want them to work. They don't even want them to work. And that's the reason why. Child, ain't nobody being no stay at home, nothing in 2025. Mm-mm. But y'all, I ain't got no more, y'all. I'm about to get up off of here. I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna go over there. I got to inbox LB, and then I'm gonna go slide on somewhere else to see if I can see anything. Yeah, that's what I'm about to do. Miss Maria says, Miss Faith says her daughter been dating for a while since the second season, and they ain't know nothing about it. Miss Faith, ain't that something? Didn't know nothing about it. Miss Maria says if Scott 1.0 built all this stuff, where is it? Where is it? Miss Maria, that's a lie that girl said over there the other day. I told y'all she was nervous in her voice. Excuse me, she was nervous trying to talk on her podcast, and she was drinking, but she was still nervous and lying. You could tell she was nervous and lying. Carlos may have threatened her or something about doing this YouTube stuff or something. I don't get it. She don't want to do it. You can tell she do not want to do it. So I think he's forcing her. You got to get out there and promote the show because they said Marceau is really good TV last night. So you need to get up out there and promote the show and all of that right there. But the girl ain't got it in her, y'all. She just ain't feeling it. She's not feeling it. She looks like she has the weight of the world on her shoulder. I told y'all it looked like she had some black eyes over there last Tuesday night, y'all, when I was listening. I said, well, okay then, Tuna Cat. That's all I can say, child. But they got a whole hot mess going on. We ain't gonna be short. It's just gonna be some more commentary for us to talk about when all of this darkness, all of this darkness, and all of the people that played a part in it. They played a part behind Martell. Martell got a lot of power over them people, child. I can't do it. Mm-mm. But anyway, y'all, I might catch y'all later. Miss Maria says, thanks for dropping in on the live. I hope you enjoyed it. Until the next time, wishing y'all love, peace, and hair grease. Enjoy your day. If you see that hype button, y'all, please hit that hype button for me. Thank you so much. Thank y'all for popping in. I appreciate y'all so much. I am out of here. Y'all have a happy Tuesday. Bye.